So this lesson is going to be about atomic symbols. And atomic symbols actually are rich in information about the actual atom or element itself. So normally what you would have is you would have the actual atomic symbol. I'll call this just X, be in the center. This is the letters you would find in the periodic table. So for example, for magnesium, I would write Mg. On the lower left-hand corner, you have the atomic number. And as we know, the atomic number is the number of protons, so we can also write that in parentheses, number of protons. On the top left-hand corner, right over here, we have the atomic mass. And this one here is always a whole number because it's looking specifically at an atom itself, so that you know exactly what atom it is. So that means that some elements have several atomic symbols because they have several isotopes. And for example, in that handout of boron, sometimes you had boron that had 5 neutrons and sometimes you had boron that had 6 neutrons. And for that reason, you would have 2 symbols based on their atomic mass. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second. And then on the top right-hand corner, you have the oxidation number. So in my magnesium example, I would have magnesium has the atomic number of 12, so I place that 12. And how do I know this 12 is I look at the periodic table. This number never changes for magnesium. But then the number up here, the atomic mass does. So my magnesium atom has 12 protons plus 12 neutrons. And I will always tell you what that is if that's the case. And so for that reason, it has an atomic number of 24. Then lastly, magnesium is one that has 2 electrons in its valence shell. And so for that reason, it's going to lose those 2. And because it's going to lose those 2, it's going to have a +2 charge. And this is a classic atomic symbol. So let's practice one of these on your own. Let's say, for example, move one down. We have, we'll use sodium. And this sodium, I'm actually going to write in a unique way. Is I'm going to write the name with a dash, and then I'm going to write down the number 22. Okay, this number after the dash is its atomic mass. So, if I can have you pause right now and fill in the area that fill in the atomic symbol so that we can check it. So, in terms of sodium, you looked at sodium and you saw, oh, it had an atomic number of 11. So that means it has 11 protons. I look up here and I see that it has the atomic mass of 22. So that means if it has 11 protons, it must have 11 neutrons, and that means that it has an atomic mass of 22. So I simply can put that number there. Sodium has one electron in its valence shell, and for that reason, it's going to lose that electron. It's going to lose the negative charge, so it has a +1. Let's try one more, and that will be the last one, and you'll have a chance to practice these in the class. Let's say I have phosphorus 30. So if you can create the atomic symbol for that, pause right now. All right, so phosphorus 30 has the letter P, and it has an atomic number of 15. Remember, I'm always getting this from the periodic table. And in this case, I see that it has the atomic mass of 30. And because phosphorus has 5 electrons in its valence shell, it is going to have a negative 3 charge, the atomic symbol of phosphorus. And that ends our lesson.